We back, Tapped In Podcast. It's your boy Fave. I got a special guest in the building. Go by many names. Terrance Gangsta Williams, Terrance Civilian Williams, OG Giggity, you know what I'm
People
saying?
champ, don't
The
forget
People's
that.
Champ, Mr. Answer right back.
Big facts.
Yeah, you say something, he's saying something. You on top of the game. I call him Mr. YouTube because you've been running the game for a minute on that. And Terrance Gangsta Williams, man, I'm glad to have you on the podcast. You know, we've been back and forth for a long time.
Yeah.
When I first got into this, but we finally made it happen. Man, welcome to Baton Rouge for one, and welcome to the Tapped In Podcast. Man, what's up with you?
Man, it's all good. Thank you for having me. I got family out here in Baton Rouge.
Okay.
And then I got family over on Avenue C as well. But yeah, man, I'm happy to be out here. I say, man, I'm about to go to Baton Rouge. I say, I don't know where bro about to have me at. But I hope they don't break in my car.
Nah.
I'm thinking I'm about to go to the big Ragley. I'm thinking I'm about to go
Right.
and some ratchet stuff. So, But nah, man, I'm happy to be out here. Let's get it.
Okay. Yeah, now I've been telling you, I tapped in with you and Charles. And if I bring y'all out here, I'm gonna make sure y'all good. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if it needed security detail or it ain't no bad area, you see the setup we got here. So
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful setup. So man, just to dive in, for my viewers and followers that might not know you, man, introduce yourself as, you know, Terrance Gangsta Williams, Birdman half brother.
Big facts.
Yeah, so tell the people about you.
Terrance, my government is Terrance Emmanuel Williams. Killer Stone out the Magnolia had gave me Lil Gangsta and LTI out in Baker, Louisiana.
Right.
Scotlandville, whatever that was. It was an LTI there. And then I just started, I was Lil Gangsta. Then when I started feeling myself, I got home, I took the lid off. I'm gangster.
Okay.
So from there, it's always been gangster. And when I come home and got on social media, it went to Terrance Gangsta Williams. Right. So it's like, this is my name, or my real name, Terrance and Williams, but I just put my nickname in the middle, took my government name out, and
Right.
but only on my Facebook page it have my Terrance Emmanuel, my whole government name. Right. But yeah, Birdman, my brother, Slim, my brother, and I come home, bro, and I didn't know nothing about social media. I was just like, let me see what's up. I just got on there, just started talking, and people just started coming. And what blew me up was when Boosie had dissed me on Vlad, and I was working at Tyson Warehouse, so I answered him back. And then when I went live to respond to him, I had 5,000 people in my live. And that freaked me out because I'm like, it's 5,000 people looking at me, and I don't know you. I don't know what you doing or how you look, what's going on. And I just like, whoa, I got the stage, let me go, you know? So, yeah, man.
Yeah, so you grew up in the New Orleans area, Magnolia?
No, actually, I grew up, I grew up in Gertown, the 17 Wall.
Okay.
Then we moved from there to the Callio Project. Then to across the street, Johnson Street. Then to Philip and Clara, where I wound up going to juvenile jail. While I was in juvenile jail, I had to claim the Magnolia because I would hang back there. So when our homeboy Dougaloo, he started saying, "Oh, you have to know it? Yeah. What's your address?" So happened, a guy named Chill Will, who Soda Slim looked up to. I used to look up to him. I used to tell people he was my big bro. So his auntie lived on Washington and Magnolia in the project, and I remember her address.
All right.
So I had an address to claim, right? So as I'm doing my time in juvenile, when we broke out of juvenile, my mother she was on Section 8, so she got a project. So I was able to claim the project now, rightfully now, because now my mother lived back here.
Okay.
I really have an address now, you know. So, but the crazy part was I was claiming the old side of the project. And while I'm in juvenile jail, my mother moved the project, so she on the new side of the project. So it worked out for me, you know. Right. But from day one, I've always told, because everybody know me from Gangsta out the Magnolia.
Right.
So I've always told people, like, no, I'm not out the Magnolia. I'm from the 17th Ward, but I got my name, but I got my name and everything from the Noya.
Okay.
Yeah.
So look, what age you started getting in trouble at, like real trouble, like outside law?
11.
11?
Yeah.
What kind of trouble that was?
Okay, I caught my first body like at 10.
A body?
Yeah.
Alright.
But at 11, that's when I started selling weed.
And hustling.
Hanging out, yeah.
So what transpired? We don't need to know detail, but for you to catch a body at 10, like what kind of situation you was in?
It wasn't me, it was somebody I looked up to.
Okay.
And he pull up like, so, and that's why I always tell people, be careful who you let sit behind you in a car. Because I jumped in the car, I was infatuated with that. He come through stunning, a nice little ride, and a gun went to the back of my head. So I immediately threw my hands, I was like, man, what's going on? And he was teaching me, like, pay attention to when you get in the car.
Right.
Who's sitting in that back? Because you might go for that ride and you might not come back.
Right.
So I was being taught lessons, and then I was so infatuated, people always knew that I was a bad and wild. Because I went to jail my first time being in a police car, once I was 9 years old. 9 or 10, I tried to break in my auntie house next door to me. And the neighbor on the other side, I used to be beating a little boy up over there. They called the police on me. So I tried to steal my cousin Atari back then.
All right. From your cousin?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody have no limits or nothing. Anybody can get it.
Yeah, anybody get it, bro.
Right. So what you say about somebody that'll tell you that you ain't off limits, your own people, you ain't off limits?
I'm gonna respect the game, so now I know now. And then the thing is, if you tell me that you my people, then now I know not to be around you. I know I'm gonna think for me and you.
Right. Okay.
Cause now I'm gonna crush you right at that moment. I really want to leave you right there, but I'm like, okay, you gave me a heads up, so I'm gonna respect that.
Okay. So you got in trouble, 10, caught your first body. You got away with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that turned you up like, shit, I can do this all the time, man.
Yeah.
So you ready to catch another hat?
Yeah, I remember playing in the house with my one of my best friends, Ugly, and we had a 22. We was playing Russian roulette.
Okay.
Clicking the gun at each other. And man, right before I got ready to click it at him the second time, pow, it shot. He was like, man, you the shot. I said, that's what we was doing. We playing
Russian roulette, yeah.
Yeah, bro, that was crazy,
So
bro.
you would say the stuff you got into at that early age was from being a product of your environment and surroundings, poverty, not having. You had your dad in the house?
Off and on.
Off and on. So did that play a part in like the way you act in this?
No, because my grandfather, he died at 102 years old, but my grandfather was a prominent figure in my life. But he would whoop, man, he had he would put on me and whoop me so bad, bro. But that stuff ain't work.
It ain't work?
No, because my thing was that my mother used to whoop me with things called boards. Everything she get her hand on, but the problem was, every time I got a whooping, I took it out on the streets. Because I got to get my leg, but somebody got to get it. So I can't hit my mother back, my grandfather back, nobody. So I'm going to the streets. Yeah, man, so that just even made me tougher.
So what you think you was missing something that made you act like that, or it's just you?
I think it was just me, but I would say this as the time went on, I started seeing the girls crazy about me.
Right.
Dudes scared of me.
Right.
Some dudes I'm cool with. I'm running with other steppers. They use the word stepper now, but we was using,
Right.
So I'm running with these guys, and these guys are older than me, so a lot of them respecting me because they know I bust my gun. So that was pretty cool, and I would say that I just craved the attention.
It's like a drug.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So the name Gangsta and the Hot Boys, that was created by you and your circle in the street.
Right.
Birdman just took the title and formed a group, made it some legal shit.
Mm-hmm.
So do you collect any royalties off of that?
No. That's crazy you say that because in one of the CDs he say, I owe you big time for this here, gangster. You BU. You don't use the B word.
Yeah.
So I tell people this. I did 23 years, 10 months. My whole bid, Birdman and Slim took care of me.
Right.
So I always let people know that when we go to jail, 6 months to a year, we look for a female to ride with us, let alone our homeboys. Somebody we know, like, we might send a few dollars here or there.
Yeah.
But man, them two guys, bro, them two men took care of me. My daughter graduated from Tulane University. My other daughter graduated from Howard University. So I was able to take care of my children on account of them from prison, bro.
Okay.
In federal prison, they was there for me, took care of me, held it down for me. So I don't never say, oh, they open this, y'all gotta get no. No, I would take if they want to give me some money. Yeah, let me get that.
Okay.
But
Y'all still stay in contact?
no,
You know?
No.
How you feel about that, knowing like y'all got so much history and the label and stuff was built off of this and that, but by you, I guess, violating the street code, cause if them my niggas, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be looking at it like, man, them my niggas, them niggas shining, I'm supposed to be a part of that. As a human, I'm gonna feel some way. So like, what's your thoughts on like them niggas cutting you off behind, you know, a letter of the street rule? Cause we can act hard and say, man, that shit don't bother, but we humans, we niggas.
No, for real. When I was in prison, see, I'm one of them type of people that before I make a move, I'm gonna look at. I don't be in a tunnel vision because a lot of us be in a tunnel vision. So I'm gonna look at what's going on over here, what's going on over here, and what's gonna be the results. And do I wanna go to that? Do I really wanna live with that? And can I live with that? So, in my mind, they name all of my paperwork. They got people that testify saying I was hitman for cash money, and like in my factual basis, it's online too. The way they wanted me to admit that I invested money into cash money. I was like, no, I'm not pleading to that. So I protect them.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm thinking I was gonna come home and be on a jet.
Yeah.
Riding the Rolls. I want to ride in that SUV Rolls Royce. I might get me one of them once again. Yeah, man. So when I come home, he let me talk to Tony Braxton. We chop it, we talk, and I'm saying to myself, like, all right, now, there's enough talking. Like, when you going with a check at? Like, what I'm about to get? Where I'm about to go stay at? What's up?
Right.
So he said, man, what's up with these rat rumors? I want to know what's up. I want to hear from you. So we talked. I broke it down, and he was like, well, you made your bed, you got to lay in it. And he was like, you got anything you want to say before I hang up? And I just couldn't let him get the last word because I was like, oh, it's about to be over. It's over with.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, give me a pillow. Because, you right, lay in my bed, I got to lay in it. So I'm cool with that because my motto is, as long as they print money, I'm going to get me some money.
Thanks.
So I was like, okay, well, all my plans, I thought I was going to be over here, whatever, laying up or walk around a big mansion with my cowboy robe on.
Yeah.
Change. Immediately, right?
Right.
But now I would say this. Sometimes I sit back like, boy, I would love to be right there with Bird. Mm-hmm. But then I'm Muslim. So I believe in the cut of Allah, the divine decree. Allah removed all the materialistic stuff that was here for me and let me start from the bottom up.
Yeah.
And I look at my platform, I got like 212 or 213,000 subscribers. And it's hard to get that many subscribers in the time I've been doing this organically.
Right.
So I work with the at-risk youth. So in my mind, it's like, at least I can honestly tell these children the truth, because some people be lying to them.
Yeah.
Go get you a job. I was on my own. No question about it. I would love to be with them. I don't feel no type of way because I made the rules.
Right.
See, I'm not one of them selfish people that be like, yeah, I made the rules, but I don't care. I ain't telling on y'all. Y'all should accept me.
Yeah.
But I know their image. I know what they got going on, and they standing on business, so I can't expect them to break the rule for me.
I feel like if they wouldn't like in front of the camera, I feel like they'll fuck with you. But they gotta uphold an image for what they got going on.
Yeah, that's possible, but my thing would be like this here. I wouldn't want to mess with them behind the camera because my thing, like, if you can't do it in front of people, I don't want to do it. Because at this point, I mean, I'm not where I want to be in life, but I'm happy to be free.
Okay. So, 1998, you pled guilty to engaging in criminal enterprise, solicitation for murder.
Mm-hmm.
That's right?
Yeah.
Okay, I did a little homework. So,
okay, I see that.
Yeah. So, you received a life sentence plus 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you received that, where your head was at, like, damn, I ain't never hitting the streets again. These niggas then got me caught up because you got jammed through a wiretap, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when you received that, like, where your head was at?
Okay, first, I always thought I was the youngest, but I found out that it's a guy named Tone out of D.C. He was the youngest to be charged with the 848. It's a kingpin status.
Okay.
CCE, continuing criminal enterprise. 20 to life. So I'm 23 at the time. Like, man, I could take this 20. My people I got locked up March 6, 1998. They got the deal in March 30 of 98, the same month.
Okay.
So I'm like, man, I could take this, come home, old head, be sharp, pop, pop, pop. So that's in my mind. Plead out. So I'm looking at 20 years. A guy I was cool with named Robert Moody, I was cool with him in the jail. He went wore the wire on my co-defendant. And like, man, I know y'all was beef with these people, man. And my co-defendant just went to chopping it up with him. So they took 2 murders. I was never indicted, never charged for these murders. And they enhanced me saying, by the preponderance of the evidence, I feel like you're guilty for him and gave me life in the 20 years.
That's legal?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Because of this, they got what you call relevant conduct, right? So relevant conduct would be the feds got us under investigation for our heroin or our weed or cocaine conspiracy, right? We selling drugs.
Yeah.
If we fronted somebody in Zion City a kilo, let's just say 1 kilo, and he bucked, we hit him up, right? So if the feds get wind of this dude was killed because of our drugs, these are drugs that they got us under investigation, so it's called relevant conduct. This is relevant to, what's going on, so they'll hit you that way. Well, they couldn't prove nothing that we had something that I was even attached to stuff, but just hearsay stuff, right? So the Fifth Circuit overturned our conviction. My co-defendant went back, got resentenced. Then, like 2 years later, I went back to get resentenced. When I went back, the judge gave me life again. Just ran the 20 years with the life that time and just gave me life again. So I was like, man, this man gave me life twice.
Right.
And the people said, no, you was wrong for what you did. So what they did, he hit me under, it's called 41.3 something. It's called a violent criminal, like you just been bad all your life. Oh. So I'm gonna give you an upward departure that way. So instead of the relevant conduct, because I used to know that statute 41.3, I think it is. Yeah, 41.3. So people who been in the Fed, they know about that because they know about that. It's a criminal history. Right. So they'll up with DOD enhance us that way. So that's how he hit me that way with the life sentence. Again, man, I'm like, man. But I would say this, bro. Yeah, it was times I was like, okay, I'm stuck in here, I'm going to die in here. But I was cool because I had Birdman direct number. Right. Like, I didn't have to call you and say, man, you can holler at Bird for me or put Bird on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I had his children number, the main line that his children called him on, emergency number. He had me with all the numbers that I could contact him, that I could get on that phone and call straight to, what was up with you? Where you at? Oh, I'm by such. Let me talk to her. Let me talk to him. He had me he was doing my bid with me. So he made sure I was comfortable. So, yeah, man, I forever love him and Slim for that.
Okay, so did you have a good lawyer?
Yeah, he paid for my lawyer.
Oh, you paid for it, and you still got a license.
Yeah.
I don't know, y'all system different because I got one of my close partners, he just took a 15-year off some crazy shit. Like, he coming up the interstate in the city, somebody stalled. The dude who stalled was drunk, on drugs, passed out. He hit the dude. Another lady coming up, she couldn't dodge my partner. She hit my partner. My partner flew out the window. Dude who he hit, his car caught a fire. They ain't get the lady nothing. My partner took 15 years, like on some negligent homicide type shit, and they brought him out. He just got sentenced in January, so we trying to get that appeal right now.
In the state or Fed?
He in the state.
Okay, you see that's different. I was in the Fed.
Oh, yeah, well, you in the
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I say y'all system kind of different. So you took the life plus 20, you did 23 years and some months, right?
23 years, 10 months.
10 months. So at what point, before I ask you what point, did they come to you to cooperate or you went to them?
I went to them. Well, when I first got locked up, they was pushing because they wanted Birdman bad.
Right.
Because they just listen to our phone conversations.
Okay.
So I had told my lawyer, I said, listen, man, stop telling me Birdman go cash money in my gold card.
Right.
Stop telling me, I said, he the one paying you to,
Yeah.
stop bringing that to me. That ain't gonna happen. So once I got in the prison system, I started seeing dudes that we call them hot. That were hot, that life in 45, then 2 weeks later, I asked the homie, man, what old boy? So he said, oh, man, he going home. How he going home? Man, you got some people out there work there. They had a thing called control by, where you could be doing your time in the Fed and one of your people on the street go bust somebody for you and you get the credit.
So we talking about that. So what's your thoughts on like the Big Meat situation where he was locked up, but the girl had all the information, working some stuff allegedly, and you know what I'm saying, helping him out because it is a thing. It's out there, the information out there. So the little chick was working the case where his name won't be attached to no paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your thoughts on that?
It's still red.
Yeah.
Because you know what this person doing for you to get your time reduced. Yeah, your name in the paperwork, but you still condoning that.
Yeah.
You still taking somebody from off the street.
Right.
So it's still snitching.
Still dry snitching.
No, it's still snitching. It ain't drying. You just snitching. You just, you just in the cut with it because at the end of the day, you're going to reap the benefit from hurting somebody else.
Right. So you say you went to them. And like after how many years you went to them and what made you go to them?
When Katrina hit.
05.
Man, when Katrina hit, I was in USP McQuarrie and I was like, man, I done failed my people. I can't be there for my people. A lot of the homies know how close me and my mother was. They just fled and left my mother in the city. So I was like, man, I got to get up out of here. So, but I know I had to be strategic with it. I knew I couldn't just go jump on certain stuff. Certain people I couldn't, it wasn't going, no, I ain't doing that. Certain stuff I just wasn't going to go and tell on. So I had to just start peeping games. So I had got cool with a DA. He used to be a homicide detective, but then he became a DA for the state, right? So he messed up my play. He had called me and gave me immunity for some of the bodies. But he wanted to talk about certain bodies I didn't want to talk about because certain people still alive. Like, man, no, so we'll shut the investigation. We'll shut it down. And then we'll might come back and revisit it like a month or so later. But then he got arrested. This I'm talking about the DA. He was a homicide detective. Then he became a DA for the state. But he wound up getting arrested for harassing a female.
Okay.
Some sexual assault type stuff. So that messed me up. This was like 05, 06, 07. Then in 2010, I contacted a homicide detective, a new one, cold case. And she was eager to get stuff going. So me and her got it going. I said, look, you got to notify the feds and let them know that I'm helping over here because they the ones who got to give me the credit.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to write the letter. So she was with that. That's when you see that video with Jizzle and Hot when they saying, oh, he ratting on the day. Where they do that at? And he's sitting in the car.
In the car and all right,
yeah. Because I was like, one of the original Hot Boy Sterling, he deceased.
Right.
So when he deceased, you know.
You can't get in trouble for it.
Yeah, so.
So the question is, did you only tell on the dead or did you?
That was it, bro.
This the dead.
That was it. And had I known that, I'd have bought my paperwork here and show you.
Okay. So
I got it. It's in New Orleans, but if you want, we could ride back. Matter of fact, I got it in my phone, too. I'll send it to you, see?
Yeah, so you only told on the day.
Yeah.
All right, because, you know, nowadays, like how the streets is and the world is, some say that's ratting. A lot of niggas say, man, that's still, if the nigga dead, that ain't ratting.
Let me tell you why I agree with the people that say it's rat. Because of this. When we all got together, the rules were never talk to.
No cooperation.
Period.
At all, yeah.
Don't never go in that interrogation room. Don't never go sit down with them folks, period. Right. Now, while you telling us nobody that you only told on the dead, that nobody not doing time behind you. However, how we know that's all you said in that room, because we wasn't in there with you. How we don't know you might got somebody under investigation.
Right.
You know? So that's why when I know I went in that room and sat down with them people, I knew I violated.
So, but I look at it too like, shit, if something go down, I'm gone, and my partners can put it on me to come home to their kid. She put that shit on me.
You see the little new thing they got going on now with 21 Savage when he said it?
Yeah, I seen 21 say that.
So people said, I said, listen, bro, I'm past that. I'm home. I'm free. People gonna think what they want to think. Some people feel like it's rad. Some people feel like it's not rad. And some people don't care.
Right.
So I'm at a point. I'm like, they're like, boy, you see what he's saying now? He's standing. He don't speak for me.
It's 21 Savage.
Right.
Okay.
He don't take care of me.
Right.
So he said what he said, but I've been home, God willing, January the 3rd to be 4 years.
It seemed longer than that.
Man,
you
I've been
done
out
so
here,
much
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I be like, man, you know, I don't care what nobody else say.
Right.
Because I already went to war with people online, had my fun, got my bag, you know,
So you ever went to the extent of to just going hard, proving, man, I only told on the day, or you just was like, let it ride?
No, even Vlad researched it.
Okay.
He researched it. He cleared me.
Okay.
But recently time now people, oh no, he told on these dudes. So they got fake paperwork. They got people calling home from jail now. I've been home going on 4 years and nobody never said that. Now all of a sudden.
Yeah, because I seen Vlad say, I think it was some paperwork about some guys in New York.
Right.
No, the confidential informant name wasn't shown. So
Right.
like that's gangster. He just ain't got his name in the paperwork.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so at this point I'm like, my people ain't messing with me and say, hey, it is what it is. Everybody say, leave me alone, I'm gonna leave you alone.
Right.
You know?
So you got released in January 2022 after serving 23 years and 10 months. So when you got released, upon knowing you about to be released and getting released, or your head was, you was like, you could believe it, like, man, I'm getting up out this.
Okay, this what happened. It's during COVID.
Okay.
So the judge granted me, because the prosecutor usually don't get this. The prosecutor wanted me to come from life to 40 years. Now, you usually go from life to 20 or life to 30.
Right.
He wanted 40. So the judge knew that, nah, this ain't cool. So the judge said, let's have a conference, a hearing about this before I just sentence this man to 40 years.
Right.
So I had a video conference because they wouldn't let me travel because of the COVID stuff. So I went up to the visiting room, got us on the conference, called my lawyer, prosecutor, judge. We up in that junk. It was in October.
Yeah.
21. So we going back, and I'm like, Yana, my co-defendant's home, everybody home but me. One of my co-defendants, you said, I believe you orchestrated the murders, I believe they were your guns, and you release him.
Right.
I've been doing my nonprofit from prison. I had another class in prison while having a license. It's called I Can Go Home and Be a Better Man. So I was helping people that were getting ready to enter society while I had a life sentence. Right. So I took a college course at LSU. I got a lot of certificates. I got all this stuff, right? So I'm like, it's not fair for me to have to do another 17 years. So we going back and forth battling, and the judge was like, he dropped it. He said, okay, well, I'm going to sentence you to, I think it was 326 months. It was like 27 years or something like that. So he put it on hold and gave the prosecutor time to contact the victim's family that I had got hands for. So mind you, I'm like, this not fair now. Now I gotta go through this, because what happens is, yeah, you sentenced me to this. You took the life. Well, you saying I'm gonna take this life from you and give you this time,
Right.
but not right now.
It's on hold.
Yeah, it's on hold. So it's like, you like, look at this, right? So now I'm worried, because I'm like, man, what if these victim family, I ain't never been tried by no jury, and these people might just say something, and the judge might be like, you know what? Instead of me giving you the 27, I'm going to go ahead and give you 30, or I'm going to go ahead and give you the 40.
Right.
So I called to my lawyer. He was like, man, we won. I'm like, how we won? I'm still in here. Listen, man, you're going to be okay. And this what really got me. When you have bodies on your case, when you convicted for murders, and you get in a sentencing hearing, the family have a right. It's called a victim impact statement. They have a right to come to your sentencing hearing, or have a right to speak, how they feel. But I wasn't convicted for that, for murder. I was enhanced.
Right, for murder.
So technically speaking, they didn't have a right to be at my sentence hearing, or even have a right to have a say-so. Yeah. The prosecutor said, Your Honor, under this law, but being as though he doesn't fall under that, but you're granting this, we thank you. I said, so they make the law and break the law now.
Yeah.
So, bro, that was like out of my whole bid, them 30 days that I had to wait was like the longest my whole bid, bro.
Okay.
So, when in life you don't have no good time. I had caught a stabbing, then I got caught with a 10-inch shank in my cell, and they said 60 loss of good time, 60 days loss of good time, disallowed. So I'm thinking the word disallow mean like don't allow it.
Right.
I go look up in the dictionary, mean whenever he get it, then punish him.
Right.
I say, man, what the world kind of word is, so in my mind, I'm like, okay, when they do give him my 27 years, they got to take the 6 months of the good time. But when I did my own calculation, I said, man, I'm like 4 months over anyway.
All right.
I said, I'm over. I'm supposed to get immediate release. So coming out the chow hall, it was this man named Mr. Harris. He said, William, you want to be going home soon this year, huh? I said, man, I'm supposed to be out now. He said, no, I think about around August or something like that. But in my mind, I'm like, I ain't gonna argue with him in front of this child because at the end of the day, I still get a halfway house. So I'm gonna be gone this year anyway.
Right.
I go back at the 30 days. They couldn't contact one victim family, then the other victim family. There was like 2 of the sisters was like, nah, we happy with him dying in jail. The mother and the other sisters was like, well, I don't know how I would feel if y'all let him out. So my lawyer filed back with Yana, really they matter. They word don't really matter. You already sent this, my client to this. Let's stick to this. Go ahead and sign that junk. So he sent me on that. The judge had signed off on it.
Yeah.
So I had went to like about good. It's like 100-something people that don't had to go. It's like about 120 people. I might be over his area. I went to at least 100 people saying, what year you got locked up? How much time they get? And I do the calculation. I said, you should be getting out about around this time. And they're like, yeah. So everybody, I'm like, I'm right. I'm like, man, so okay, cool. So when they give me my stuff, I know so I'm worried about it. I'm stressing. Now I'm stressing, right? So my partner, baby, from Pensacola, like, man, chill out, man. You won't be gone. Da, da, da. I'm like, man, I see. It's cool. You could tell a person, man, be patient.
Right,
but when it's hard to be patient, right? So I waited till that I said, I'm gonna chill. I waited till after the Christmas. I waited after New Year's, January the 3rd. I go up to R&D. Mr. Harris come out to the door. He said, man, I contacted grandparent. I did my calculation, bro. You're not ready to be out of jail now. I put out my paper. I said, man, he said, listen, your mat and my mat is going to be different. I said, well, man, mat is the same all around the United States.
Yeah.
I say, will you please take this paper, fax it to Grand Prairie in Texas, and let them decide. He said, give it there. He got it, went in there, came back too fast. I said, man, he ain't send that to them people. Man, he down bad. So I walked to my cell, go back down to the unit, go to my cell. Me and my partner, baby, we chopping up for a little minute. I was in the cell by myself, and I said, bro, I might go get in the shower. So baby left, I go jump in the shower. I'm letting the hot water soothe me, and I'm chilling in the hot water. I hear Terrance Williams is my counselor. He cool. So I said, man, what? He said, all right, you better come on here. You ain't getting out. Man, I ain't bathed or not. Jumped out the shower, right? So, man, the dome erupt, bro. It was people happy for me. Right? Yeah, bro, they were clapping and everything. So I go in my cell. I get all the stuff that I'm gonna leave to my partner, baby. I had on t-shirts, some jogging pants, and kept my Quran, my pictures, and some shirtless, my prayer rug, and some of that stuff. Put it in the garbage bag.
Shout out.
People bought me up front. So I still don't believe this. I'm thinking they might be like, nah, we made a mistake, or hold up, you got to hold for something, Right. We go up front, they give me a card with my money on it, and gave me my, because I had stopped taking the flu shots. But when COVID hit, I wound up taking them shots.
Yeah.
So I took 3 of them, so they gave me my paperwork for that. Let them know I already got my shots. Yeah, right, got all that. And then they gave me a pair of jeans and a shirt to put on. That's what it was. when I went to the R&D, and then the call came. So I'm like, where you at? Where? I'm looking out the front. I'm like, man, what's going on? So he pull up. I'm like, man, they better let me up out here. So I'm walking out. I walk outside. I'm like, man, I jump in the car. I'm like, all right, go pull off.
Yeah, make sure.
Yeah, man, don't be time out, hold up, time out. We made a mistake.
No holes or nothing.
Yeah, bro. So he pulled off. So we on the highway. I'm just looking around. I'm like, man, these people done freed me, man. I can't believe this though. So we go to the bus station.
Okay.
They got some payphones. They 32, but I'm trying to call. My mother kind of called some people. I'm out. The payphone not working. So I go sit down. Some people come off the bus, and it's this female. She got this phone in her hand. She talking. And I see somebody moving. So she standing by like right where this microphone is, about this distance. So I said, that person can see you? She looked at me like, yeah, like, what you mean? And I'm like, well, I just did federal time. I apologize. No, that. So she turned the phone to my face.
Right.
And the dude, way. I'm like, man, this stuff's crazy.
So you like Clyde and Ray off Life.
Yeah,
seeing
bro.
the cars moving and shit. Like,
Big
what
facts.
the? Yeah.
This stuff, it freaked me out. But let me tell you what's crazy. I want to say in '08, a guy I know from Ocala, Florida, his mother and them had a phone that they was pushing that you could see. And I was telling Bird about it. He didn't believe it then. And but the thing was, how it went was, you got to get somebody to buy the phone, and when they pay their bill, that's how you make your money. So you got to hustle selling this phone. I'm like, man, I don't feel like being pimp. I ain't about to be doing that.
Yeah.
So I left it alone. And then now when the iPhones and all that stuff start coming out,
you
know, people like, yeah, face. They like, whoa. So now that I'm home, I'm like, man, this stuff for real. So I get on the bus. While we on the Greyhound, this dude, he on there with his jewelry on. He kind of looking clean. I'm like, well, I'm gonna befriend him to get the phone from him, and I can call my people that I'm on my way, right? So me and him talking. I'm sitting right here. He's sitting over here on this side. We chopping it up. I say, bro, you got a cell phone? Cause they got a dude in front of me. He strolling to what now I know the internet. He's strolling, and then there's a Asian guy on the seat in front over here. He on there. In my mind, I'm like, keep going, put on some porno or something. Let me see some bras or something, right?
Yeah.
So this dude right here next to me, at the 2 seats, so I'm on this aisle seat, and he on the aisle seat when we talking. Like, man, you got a phone? Let me see your phone. He said, oh, I don't have no phone. I said, he a bum, man. I'm mad. I don't want to talk to you no more, bro. How you ain't got no phone? Everybody got cell phones out here.
He got jewelry on and stuff.
Yeah, you clean up thinking, but I said no, but we on the Greyhound. But anyway, but that don't really mean it because he could have been whatever he doing.
Right.
So he don't have a cell phone. That raised a red flag for me. So now I'm like, now if I got to go to the bathroom, because I got my card with my money in there and all my, I'm like, man, I got to bring this with me. I can't, some people just leave because you're on the bus. Right. I'm thinking he might go steal out my bag, anything, you know what I'm saying? So we had stopped at one of the gas stations to drop some people off, and there was 2 little Latinos, and they had an iPhone. They had some phones in their hand. Hey, y'all can make a phone call for me? They called my mother. I said, Mom, I'm on the bus, but it's taking too long. Y'all got to come get me.
Yeah.
Where your next stop? I said, our next stop going to be Pensacola, Florida. All right. She called my little brother. We got to go get my baby. My little brother, his wife, my mother, shout out to Pensacola. So when I got to that bus stop, it was in the back. It was dark back there, too. So they let some people, I jumped off. Now it's cold.
Yeah.
Man, it's cold. So I got a short sleeve on. So I take my bag, I walk out front, then I walk across the little highway and go by this gas station, but the gas station closed. But there's a man with an 18-wheeler right there. So I walk up to him, this truck running there. I say, hey, can I use your phone? He say, no. And I realized, like, well, I'm a stranger. I heard how people stealing iPhones and all that old stuff. So you might think I might run over the phone.
Right.
So I was like, all right, I will turn around, walk back up to the front of the gas station, of the highway. I'm right there by the grass, got my bag there, just chilling. Cold as I don't know what, too.
Yeah.
Got my hand in there. So he got ready to pull off. Before he could get off into the highway, he stopped. He said, hey, come here. Go over to him. He gave me 2 little patched bag. I know he say take one and put on your body. It's gonna keep you warm.
Yeah.
Take the other one, keep on your hands, gonna keep it. So I'm thinking, man, it's the coronavirus. Man, you might be trying to get me sick. What you giving me?
Right. You ain't trusting that.
Yeah, but I did it though. Cause it was cold.
So he gave you some heating packs.
Yeah.
But he ain't give you he still ain't let you use the phone.
No, this what he did. So once he saw I was homeless, I wasn't on no bull crap. He said, what's your mother's number? And I gave him the number. And he called, and then he explained to them where exactly I was at.
Right.
And like, he pulled off there. I told him thank you. He pulled off. Now I'm cold. Behind me, there's a hood, it's a house is back here.
Okay.
So it's kind of it's nighttime. So I'm thinking, man, I hope nobody don't try to come from back this way, come try to rob me. I'm just looking around, I'm a little nervous, right? So about 15 minutes later, something like that, my brother pull up, jump in the truck. You want to drive? No.
Yeah, you ain't had to drove it so long.
Man, it wasn't that. I was just scared I didn't want to get no ticket. And then boy, you just got out, boy, you violated your property. I was just,
Your brother picked you up.
Mm-hmm.
So you come home. Let me ask you about somebody I seen you with that you no longer around, Queen Francis.
Mm-hmm.
You would care to touch on that?
Yeah.
You came home, that was your lady?
She had became my lady. All right. I had met her when I was in the Fed through one of my brothers from Baltimore. And then we would chop it up. What I would do with women, after so long, I just cut you off because I knew what the lights in you would eventually cut me off anyway. So I would just cut you off. I cut her off. Boom. So when I come home, when I realized I wasn't going to get the full support from Cash Money,
Yeah.
I had a regular job. So as I'm working, my bro called from Jay said, boy, you got to see Queen Fran. Boy, she got a body on, she fine, and da-da-da-da, all that. But I'm like, man, one but bro, I'm trying to get my money. I got to work. I got to, grind. I got to stay focused. Because I didn't want to be one of them old heads come home. I mean, before I go to jail, I'm balling. I'm riding foreign cars. I'm doing having my way. Now I go do a stretch, come home. I didn't want to be one of them old heads to be still stuck in thinking, this my hood, this old to me. I got to work now. I got to grind, So 2 weeks later, I wound up calling her. And she was like, yeah, I got this Miley 80C. I got this. But I'm living with this female. So I'm thinking, I got my phone on the legs, window legs, and I'm thinking it's like, I'm thinking like jail, like you my cellmate. So don't touch my stuff, I ain't gonna touch your stuff. Man, that little bro get up 3, 4 in the morning.
Went through your phone.
Yeah, nobody never, because I didn't know how to lock the phone. Nobody taught me how to lock the phone.
Right.
So she caught me slipping, went in there, got Queen Fran up. But me and Queen Fran not messing around at the time.
Right.
So she would play on Queen Fran's phone, calling, cussing out 3, 4 in the morning, all this stuff. So Queen Fran said, man, they got this little country girl calling out. I say, hey, my people be asleep. So she said, I recall. I said, let me hear the voice. And it was the girl I was living with.
You checked about it?
No.
You didn't check about it.
So I just played it smooth, right? We went to go get me a car. And I had to go to work the next day. So old girl was like, I said, man, I'm tired. I'm about to lay down. She's like, I call your B. Well, she mumbling. I said, what you say? She said, I call your B word. She cussed. I said, if you call that girl, I'm leaving. But mind you, I already had paid this landlord a spot anyway. And in the phase, when you get ready to move, you got to notify your probation officer 10 days ahead of time.
Right.
So I already told my people to look, April 15th, I'm going to be moving over here. It's April 1st because I want to get myself the 15th to start buying furniture to start putting in the house.
Right.
So it's April the 2nd, bro. And the girl pulled that move. When she called that Queen France, I had just jumped up, started packing my stuff. Some of my stuff was still in the bags already, and I sprang it out to the car. She locked me out, bang on the door. She called the police.
Damn.
And I was thinking about kicking that door in, just how frustrated I had got, but I was like, no, man, chill. Good thing I did, because the police came. They told me to come out the house, set me on the curb. She came out the garage with some papers in her hand. And I said, what's she up to? Man, she shut the garage down. I said, oh, man. She came back out. The police said, stand up. Come pop this trunk. I popped the trunk. What they doing? It was in the trunk. I opened the trunk. It was nothing in the trunk but an air pump that came with the car.
Okay.
She took that out. Then she went and let the passenger side tire, let the air out. Then she go in the car, pop the hood, and she's trying to take the battery out the car now.
The police? Or the girl?
The girl.
Oh, okay.
So she trying to cut the wire, and she cut one wire, went, this made some noise. I told the police, I know she's being petty, but it's in her name too. I said, but y'all know this my car. So
right.
one of the police told her, said, listen, We can't stop you from vandalizing this car. However, when he get in this car and pull off, if he have an accident, you're going to be held accountable for it. So she stopped. So I locked all my doors and stuff up. They escorted me in the house. She had to stole my business plans. She stole a lot of my stuff. My brand new job, all my stuff that people hadn't bought me when I come home. She stole a lot of that stuff. So I wasn't really tripping. I jumped in that car, drove to the gas station, got some air put in there. And I called my mother, and my mother zelled me $100.
Okay.
And I was about to go to this hotel I used to always go to just to chill to get away from her. I said, man, I got a house out in Dallas. I might as well just drive on to the house. I already paid for this. I got the keys to it. It's empty, but I got, you know.
That's your spot. Yeah.
So I go. No, I'm not. Yeah, as I'm heading up, as I'm going down the highway, they got different hotels. I said, let me see. I pull over, $400. Go to the next one, $700, $600, $500. These regular little hotels, right?
Right.
I get to the city where I stay at. I'm 5 minutes from my house. I go to the hotel, Motel 6, $400 something. I said, man, it's a motel. It's cheap. I said, what's going on out here? They said, oh, they got a wrestling match. I said, oh, that's why all these hotels so expensive.
Yeah.
I said, I Googled. I said, I live 5 minutes. I just drove down to my house, went in there, and I took some pants and shirt and made a pillow, laid down. My mother, my brother, them drove up there. The next day, went to Walmart. That's why I started saying shout out to all the women who got houses and dudes who got houses, because I didn't realize till then that, man, it's expensive when you rent. Yeah, to keep you like all the household stuff, you know, all your cleaning supplies. And my mama spent $700.
Oh yeah, it go quick.
I had everything in the middle. I said, man, what the world? Fabuloso and all this stuff, right? So she asked me, said, you want an air mattress? I said, what that is? So they pointed it out. I was like, nah, give me a sleeping bag. Because upstairs in the house I was living in, they had carpet on the floor.
Okay.
So I did that, and then Queen France, she told me how to go on Rent-A-Center.
Yeah.
And I had got me a washer, dryer, and a refrigerator. Then I had went to this furniture store, and I got approved. I had got me a table. Then I got me a sofa. My first TV I had bought was a 32-inch TV.
Okay.
I didn't know how to work it. When I left, it was 12 channels.
Yeah, the turn.
Yeah. So now you got to go to app and upload. Man, I don't know about no app and all that stuff. So I was just laying in the dark for like 30 days. I laid in the dark because I didn't know how to work TV. Then I went on there and started going on YouTube. But this house, so Queen Fran, I called her one time. This was in February. Come on, January, February, she came to see me. I'm like, man, she got a big boo. She looking right.
Right.
Go to the hotel. No, we go to get something to eat. And we go, it's on our way back to go to the hotel. She just pulled over in the parking lot and gave me oral sex.
Okay.
But then she went behind Chase Bank and started going crazy. I'm like, man, I'm scared because I'm like, I don't want nobody to get caught with this. This is a charge.
Right, and you on papers.
Yeah, man. So I'm like, all right, that's enough. I just wanted to break, So we go to the hotel. I hit her. Blah, blah, blah. So then me and her just started kicking it. Now, she did tell my brother, she said, and I want to make this clear to people too, because she lying. She telling people she was my manager. Never was my manager. Never.
Okay.
So what happened was, she did tell my people, she said, tell Gangs, because I had did a video this and hot at this at the mall. And I gave it to the people, Video Wayne them, and let them put it out. Because I wanted my own YouTube channel at the time, but they was stalling me. So she said, tell them don't do nothing for free. I can get him paid. So like, yeah. She said, yeah. So she said, I'm going to contact Vlad. I'm like, all right. I said, because she was messing with Boost at the time.
Okay.
So she said, yeah, Vlad be paying Boost $13,000. I said, I want $13,000. So it was a Sunday. I never get she get me and Vlad on the phone. So we negotiating. I want 13. She said, I can't do 13. She said, I could do 10. I said, deal. Because in my mind, I'm like, I was in the joint telling these stories for free.
Right. So you finna get 10 grand to
10?
tell the story.
Man, I don't believe you, Vlad. So he zelled the first $2,000 deposit. I said, oh, I gave her percentage for putting it together. After that, when I went to the studio in Dallas, this dude, Drake, named Drake, in the field, he was trying to get, we said, man, I can hook you up some more. So I said, well, get her number, y'all talk about how I had put it in the game, right? But then when I went to Real Life 3 Star, that was my next interview, they had gave me $7,500.
Okay.
So they just paid straight to me, and I was like, okay, I don't need her. She ain't doing. I'm like, I got this. So I just started doing my own bookings, doing all my own stuff, and she was getting jealous of that, but I never signed a contract with her. So she wound up moving with me. So now she live with me now.
Okay.
So I was still working at the time, and I told her, wake me up at 9. She hadn't went in my phone. Now, mind you, the chick I was living with went in my phone and got her number. So now me and her living, and she done went in my phone and got other girls' number mad now.
So that's the fallout. So, but the lady you was staying with at first that went through and called Queen Francis, that's the lady who had a daughter and you were driving a dead husband car?
Yes.
Okay, then.
Yes, her.
All right.
So now Queen Francis now she feel like I was disloyal. Now, mind you, she had went out of town one time, Queen Francis.
Yeah.
So we and Sam, me, her, and my mother and Sam, so I was playing with her, and I saw her purse open. I saw some money in it. So I went down there to grab my money to play with her. So she heard her grab my hand aggressively. I'm like, what the world? So that's what made me grab the money, and I pulled my hand out. It got a rubber in there, a condom.
Oh, okay.
She said, my friend left that in there. I had let her use my purse. And I'm like, girl, everybody check their purse. Cut the bull.
So look, you said you found a rubber in there. So say you the cat, that was your girl at the time, you kept her cheating. You the type to forgive and work it out, or you gone on that first?
I'm gone. I can't forget, because this is gonna always be this is my thing. You know, us as men, alpha males, we got this thing where we want to come through like, yeah, I got myself something.
Right.
And I just couldn't afford to let a dude be laughing. I think he laughing with me, but he laughing at me.
Right.
You got an old freak, a little slut.
Okay.
So I was like, I would have to go. I can't forgive you for that.
Yeah. So
If you had, I would say this, because I caught a girl with text messages texting other guys. I forgave her.
But if you know they smash,
I can't.
they can't live with
Because
that.
in my mind, I'm like, I know how I be doing you, so I just know somebody else.
You know it ain't a drug.
Yeah, take you through that, man.
So look, I know you was locked up in BR for a little minute. Man, what's some cats you know? You might know some cats from here, and what's your take? Like Baton Rouge niggas, like we got G Flav that was locked up. You know Flav?
That's an OG gangster.
Yeah. Alvin Miller, you know them?
I don't know him,
Okay.
but Flav ain't ringing the Fed because when he go on yards, he gonna run the car.
Okay.
You know, New Orleans dudes, whoever, Flav, like, because he's a big homie. So
Right.
he gonna run the car. I know, like, Bread from New Orleans, from Baton Rouge. I know a lot of dudes from Baton Rouge, because what I didn't like in Yazoo, New Orleans and Baton Rouge would click up together.
Okay.
And they would disown Shreveport and Monroe. So when I got to the yard, I'm looking at this stuff, right? And I'm like, I'm seeing Monroe. Them boys be cocky built. Them boys do their little push-ups and all that. So I'm seeing them going 5 of them, 10 of them, 15 of them. They getting deep here. So I'm like, if we get into a Florida or we get into these Mexicans, we need more people. Right. So I had called a meeting. I said, look, man, it ain't no New Orleans and Baton Rouge. It's the boot.
Right.
We all together. So that's how I was able. And then it was a situation, dude from Mississippi went in the dude, Brother Locker from Shreveport.
Yeah.
So Shreveport was out on the yard congregating how they gonna handle the business. So me and the dude, we upstairs, we was cool, and his little brother was downstairs. So I walk, I said, listen, man, ain't no sense to talk. When they call the move, we gonna go in there and crush the dude. So dude with Shreveport looked there with shock. I was like, yeah, man, we the boo. We ain't no just no street, y'all by y'allself. We all together. So we had Kenny in it. But yeah, I know a dude named Salt.
Salt, yeah.
From Baton Rouge. Yeah. I know a lot of people, it's just like, not off the top, I just can't, because I've been out here moving the group, but yeah, I know a lot of people in Baton Rouge.
I was about to ask you about Salt. Mm-hmm. So look, you still use like that prison life on your day-to-day? You still kind of mix it up with both, or how long it took you to break away from your jail routines and habits in the free world?
Because to this day, I still get dressed in the bathroom. Like, even if I'm home by myself, you know how some people shower, get out, and then go in their bedroom naked and all. I break all my clothes.
Around.
I break all my clothes. Now, I don't do this. I saw Diesel do this here. Wash my boxes no more.
Yeah.
In the shower. I don't do that no more. When I come home, by me being by myself, I would get up like 1, anywhere from 12, 1 in the morning to go get in my car and just ride up the streets, look at that restaurant, look at that stuff, and just getting familiar with stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to that restaurant tomorrow, then I'm gonna go to that one the next day. And when I seen all down the road, go to Walmart. Walmart was my safe haven.
I see you say you like Walmart.
Man, everybody, everything in Walmart. So When that girl just take me, I would go to Walmart, just hanging there all day, just walking around. Then I ride on the buggy now.
Okay.
So no, I don't do a lot of the. Well, I made a nacho not too long ago. I made a moldy when I came home, but now because I mainly run by myself sometimes, be by myself. Yeah. Like how I pull up with just now.
Yeah, I thought you, cause look, I was like, man, I wonder who he finna pull up with, cause I didn't know how you was moving. I was gonna ask you that too, like being all you know your history and shit.
Mm-hmm.
When you in the city, you moving like this, or you moving
same way?
Same way. So you ain't got
I'm
no
by
work.
myself, or sometime my little brother or one of my like Hank or one of my friends, somebody that I love, might hang out with me and we might ride. But I don't do it for protection. Cause here's my thing. I know when I'm in the city of New Orleans, it's still lurking out there. So I don't want certain people to be with me, and if somebody spot me and they get to air it out and they catch something.
Right.
So, and then when I go down there, I don't ride around because I'm too old to be riding around the neighborhood.
You go handle business and
yeah, I'm out the way. I'm get in a hotel or go by one of them people's house or try to get a little chick I could go. Yeah, you know.
So you ever get the urge, like, I know niggas be talking buku shit on the internet. You ever get the urge like, man, I want to show one of these niggas who they playing with or what, you know, what I'm capable of, but then you realize like, man, this is just internet shit.
That one, the last one you just said, because of this. I know a lot of people play, right?
Right.
Even myself. So I always told people from the beginning, you gotta have bulletproof emotions.
Yeah.
And if you look at everybody I got into it with online was younger than me. I don't know you. I never see you a day in my life.
Right.
So when they told they trolling, what's trolling? So I learned that. I said, oh, they want to play, want jokes. I'm from, we jokes in the joints.
I'll call it rib.
Yeah, we ribbing, right? Yeah. Let's get it. So I never, I always say I'm an internet stepper. I never want to take an internet class, somebody calling me a rat, and I'm responding to them and to take it to the streets.
Right.
I'm under the old sticks and stone may break my bone, but words, because I'm gonna give you some words back. That's how I missed the answer right back.
Thanks.
And when I answer you back, I'm gonna find a way to capitalize off you. I'm not about to just answer you back just to entertain the people. I need to get paid.
Okay.
So that's my thing. But no, nobody. I know they'll hide you in the prison system. That's number one.
Thanks.
And I've said this on a few platforms. The only way I'm going back to the streets is somebody to do some physical harm to my children, my mother, baby, or Slim, or someone. Yeah. I'm back out there. But gate. Calling me a rat, you clown, cow, all right, whatever.
Because I feel like these days, too, a lot of the beefs in the music industry on the internet, that shit come from they exchanging words. Mm-hmm. But ain't nobody been that got harmed or nothing, but it just straight talking, then they just go to spraying like this. I feel like this shit dumb, you know what I'm saying? Because like you say, being you from the old school, I grew up like under old heads. It's a law and principle. So if you ain't crossed one of them lines, man, you talking. You know what I'm saying?
That's all, bro.
Yeah.
You talk. This is what I tell people too. I'm an old head.
Right.
I've never been a rapper, never been an entertainer, never did no movies, acting, none of that. For me to come home, get on the internet, and have the young generation knowing who I am, entertaining me. Oh, hey, you watch out. Oh, hey, everything you did, dawn and fall. Oh, hey, you don't have a right to speak on this and this, but you leaving comments.
Yeah, they locked in.
Yeah, you locked in. You said all this shit, but you in my comments. You know what I'm saying? So, right. And I just find creative ways to stay relevant with these youngsters. Like I call the people from the night where I call them country.
Right.
They went going off on me in what GDP posted, so they went off on me. And in my mind, I'm like, I got the youngsters.
Yeah.
Then when I seen Kid who's beside Wayne jumping, look how you dressed now. I said, I got his attention.
Yeah. I mean, you got the whole city of New Orleans attention. Yeah. That's how we watching it, you know, being from Baton Rouge. And I just say like you say, I hear Turk say too, you can't erase history. Like
can't.
No
matter what,
that's
bro.
That's facts. Like you can't.
You can hide it. You
history.
Cannot erase it. You could try and I'm a part of the history.
Right. So I think that's why you still relevant.
Yeah, man. And another thing, what too, I told people, they're like, man, how you hit the internet like that? Because some people be trying to do the same thing. They don't get the good results. I say, first of all, I was a real street dude. I was really stepping. I didn't come to the internet with that. Right. Oh, I do this, y'all little boy. Because you know a lot of old heads will come home and be trying to press the youngsters. I know the little youngsters ain't playing.
Yeah.
So my thing is, man, be careful.
Yeah.
They got cameras out. Y'all still do. And in prison, you the big dog on the streets, but in prison, you not.
Right, you fall under
It's
it.
over with. Yeah, you got to get in line, man. You might, like how you mentioned Flav. Flav had been down a long time, so you got dudes coming from bad rules that was steppers getting money, big homies, whatever they were, in their neighborhoods. Of, when you come there, you got to get up under what Flav's saying.
Yeah,
Or
right.
you getting off that yard.
Right.
Just simple as that.
Up, yeah.
So I be letting them youngsters know, yeah, you a big dog on the street because you got that gun or you got your money. Your money a stepper, really. So, but when you go to that jailhouse, you got to either know how to fight or you're going to sling that knife.
Right. So what you say, I see like OGs like you, Flav, you know what I'm saying, y'all to come home, Flav doing this thing like giving back to the youth, trying to, bring them awareness of the streets and make some of themselves. What you say to like we seen the Cash Money No Limit verses, to Stunner, just like, it seemed like the older he get, the more gangster he going. Like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of him like, man, I'm old, I'm chill, it look like Stunner with one of ours, YB. And he turned, you know what I'm saying?
You know what this what it is for Stunner that I be showing people. And when I was in the Fed, Stunner used to always tell me, man, these New York dudes don't like us.
Right.
They ain't trying to let us in. We got to fight to get in. So with Stunner, look at, I've been in this game for 20-some years, and I'm still relevant. And I remember when Master P told them people, if you sign them, I'm leaving.
Right.
I remember when Jay-Z them, they wanted them to do certain stuff. So he like, I remember when these dudes was hating on us, wouldn't, do certain stuff with us. So he just be like, now I'm there, now I'm gonna keep it in y'all face. I'm not gonna be one of the ones. I had to go through all this here to get where I'm at now and just be like, okay, it's a kumbaya moment.
Right.
Nah, I don't want y'all to think nothing sweet now.
Put it in y'all face.
Right,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So that's why I understand. And because I'll be honest with you, at first I didn't want them to do those verses.
Okay.
Because I felt like the stuff all the years, P, Slick, this and Stunner, 4 or 5 Hummer, I ain't no Uptown Stunner.
Yeah.
I need a thug girl, a lot of shots P was shooting at Stunner. I'd be, man, say something, man, get back,
Right.
But I realized, I'm like, well, if you gonna sit down with, if I can sit down with one of my ops who killed my best friend,
Right.
then you can sit down with somebody with some rapping.
And that's the dude you sat down with, that's Ripper out the mill.
Right. Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. My people were just talking about Ripper the other day.
Yeah, man. I had just talked to Ripper a few days ago too.
So how that come about? Because I look at it like, man, you killed my partner. We could never shake hands because his mom and them still hurting, or his brother or sister. So how y'all come about to like be able to sit down, and I know a lot of people was mad at you and him for doing it, but how that happened?
Well, you got to keep in mind, a lot of people weren't mad with me because I don't have no friends.
Okay.
I don't have nobody, and really I don't buy friendship, it's too expensive, so I don't care who mad.
Right.
But one thing you just said made a lot of sense, but I'm about to show you something, and you might be like, yeah, you got a good point there. I try to reach out to Sterling mother first.
Okay.
She don't want to talk to me. She mad with me. So in my mind, I'm like, I want to do the right thing. I'm trying to do the right thing, right? And then at the end of the day, by going through her and seeing how she feel about me sitting down with her son,
Right.
kill her. But then I'm looking at, I'm still in these streets. So dude might feel like, at one time everybody's be trolling, oh, he can't go to New Orleans, they won't let him in New Orleans, You caught they doing anything. And there was dudes making videos, lying to him, I'm trying to set him up with guns, and he did it. I'm like, I'm famous on YouTube. How can I set you up? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I started realizing the internet love lies, right? But then they making these videos. And I just thought, I said, you know what? Let me show the probation people that I ain't on no bull. I'm focused on the children, doing talks, events, and doing all them, showing the people I go here not getting in trouble. Okay, you could go to New Orleans. Now when I go down there,
Yeah.
it's a lot of shh. Now,
It's quiet. Yeah.
because now they don't know how I'm coming.
Right.
So, in my mind, I'm like, this dude from the street too, so he might be thinking, man, gangster, I gotta start getting strapped, I gotta catch gangster and hit him before he try to get at me.
Right.
But I ain't living that life. But I always tell people, I don't want no pride, I ain't looking for no pride, but if a fire start, I will put it out. So I'm like, all my old beefs, if I gotta wait for how the family feel, even if the family like, no, don't do it, you ain't in these streets with me.
Facts.
You weren't even much in the street when we was out there in the streets.
Right.
You don't know what your son did with me and without me that would causing.
But you do know too. I respect you reaching out to the mama before you did it. But you know this your journey. Like so you don't owe.
That exactly.
Yeah,
That's
you
why
don't-
I was
yeah.
like, I said that's why I went on and did it because I was like,
Yeah.
I gotta live with this. At the end of the day, if the mama don't want to talk to me, she don't like me, she can't stand me, whatever. I try to get on three-way to try to talk, she don't want to talk.
Right.
So I'm like, man, I gotta live, you know.
So did it feel like a burden lifted up off you that you was able to talk to Ripper and get that out the way?
It wasn't a burden. It was more of I really have changed.
Okay.
You know, like you said, because I was with Sterling when Ripper
Okay.
deleted him. So for me to be able to sit there and calm and cool and not even think of nothing or not even try to backdoor him,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, you know, because like I said, I'm Muslim. I pray 5 times a day. So I'm already in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm humble with it. I ain't with the bull. Because when he came in, I had to pray. It was time to pray when he came in.
Okay.
So, and I prayed while he was in the hotel. We've been showing him I ain't on nothing, you know.
Right.
It is what it is. So, if you own something, then but now you're gonna be a fool because you come in this hotel, all these cameras.
Right.
And you just get your own self the death penalty. But other than that, man, he wasn't on the board, laid back, cool, and from there, man, we just call and check on each other, you know.
Yeah.
And that's that. Because like I say, I don't live the life I once lived. And I know it's people want to get some get back. I know it's people that want to, you know, get their shine to say I don't want down gangster. But at the end of the day, I don't put myself in those situations. I'm not going to your neighborhood. I'm not hanging out in your. I don't have. I'm too old for that.
Right.
Them youngsters run them neighborhoods now. Until they once they go to jail, they realize they don't own it. It's for the state or whatever, the government is, whatever. They gonna realize that later. I was once thought the Mac knew he was mine. Wild Willer don't come. And I realized ain't no 401k in the game. When you go to Feds, they gonna rap your name, they gonna say your name, but they ain't sending you a dime in Chinese money.
That's it.
So I learned all this stuff, and on my journey, that's what I tell these youngsters now, man, the peer pressure. But yeah, man, I ain't have no ill feel, no stress, no burden. It just was that I know God led me.
Right, to make peace with that.
Mm-hmm.
So man, we coming to the end. Man, give us some insight on the movie The Boys at War, on the reality show Life After Prison. Reality show, what you got going and what we can expect from you. Because shit, this the fourth quarter, so by the time this drop, it'll be 2026. We'll be on a new bag chase, you know what I'm saying, putting some plays together. So yeah, give us a little insight on the movie, the reality show, and what we can expect from you coming in the next year.
Okay, first the reality show. That was just something I just did. People be like, man, you funny. I'm like, I don't see that, you know. Okay. So I just did that. And I did one. I put it out. It's on my channel. So I was like, I've been wanting to do a part 2, but once I got hot on YouTube, started making money on YouTube, I had put that on a back burner. As far as with the movie, we were supposed to shoot in November, then we pushed back to December. My writer, because she was like, we got the first episode, but she was like, you want to do 3 episodes at one time? So I was like, all right. So I was like, I'm not about to have my actors try to learn this in a short period of time.
Right.
I want these people to be comfortable, so I'm not going to rush it.
Okay.
You know, I know my story and I know what we're going to add, so I'm like, I ain't about to rush that. So that's the hold up with the movie part, because she want to do 3 episodes at one time, film all 3, so we can have something to whoever we go to.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, and the people, they frustrated, man, but I'm like, the lady said, do it like this. I don't know about this stuff, so, and then she's not finished writing, you know, episode 2, all that. So that's the hold up with that. And as far as, you know, everything else, I started December. I said, I don't like to start in January. I don't want to wait till January to the New Year resolution. I started out and say, I'm not fussing with these women no more.
Right.
If I say something, you say something, that's how you feel, that's how I feel. Okay, that's over with. I done blocked a lot of them. I don't never want to talk to again in life. Dudes the same. I don't have that many guys I talk to anyway, but even with them, I ain't about to be going back and forth. I'm doing my thing, you know, because a lot of people do this. They'll lay in the cut on you. Then once you let them in your circle, you start doing, then they'll start seeing all kind of ideas you should do, how to run your business.
Right.
Run your own, start your own. Don't work. I mean, I've been doing this here. I got this here. So I supposed to be doing a movie with Charleston White, my boy Slick and Rallo from not Rallo, not my Muslim brother from Atlanta, but Rallo from Carolina. We supposed to be doing a movie in Atlanta, filming it out there. We were supposed to do it in this month, but I came out here. So I don't know if they put it on hold or they still shot Charleston parts. I don't know. But I supposed to did that with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I'm going to try to get, see if you can put a good word in with us for Charles. I don't know if we tried it before, but link that up, and we're gonna try to get you back on here at least a couple more times next year, like
Let's
on
go.
some regular stuff.
Let's get it.
Something up. And we got a short film. Well, I got a short film coming too. So if we can let us know the numbers.
Politics. Let's get it together.
We'll do some stuff. So man, thank you for coming on Tapped In Podcast. I know we've been trying to get it in the works for a minute. It finally happened on God timing.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you for coming. Terrance Gangsta Williams, you know what I'm saying? Baby. New Orleans on Tapped In Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in. And we out.
One.